Today we're sitting down with Field of Dreams owner Nick Ferrari, who joins us today to talk a little bit more about his active senior living community. Hi Nick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Why don't you start off by telling our viewers about Field of Dreams and how you had this come to fruition?
You know, I guess you can go back to the Kevin Costner movie, and when I saw this property, which is 60 acres of farmland, I had a dream that this would be a field of dreams for my residents. And it's sort of like the Disneyland of senior living. And everyone assumes that it's sort of like a nursing home, but activities. And we have a place that not only is full of activities, but also very healthy. I hired a nurse practitioner, which is very unusual for my level of care. And I have two great RNs, one to deal with care plans, the other one to deal with the medicines and how they're trained, how my people are trained. And we actually have the process where we can teach and register and license individuals so that they're trained and certified, because most places who say they are assisted living don't have that. Because it's more than just bringing them in, letting them have fun, but maintaining them at the level, at the longest level possible, so they don't have to go to skilled nursing homes or to rehab. We also have the ability to have people who are physical therapists and occupational therapists to come in and work with my residents, work with activities. So it's just a fun place. And I've always said that when the families bring their loved one in, they have to make an appointment to see them because they're so busy.
Now, you offer adult daycare and socialization programs. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've done this before. We've been in business for like 40 years, my dad, and that's how I got into it, because he came down with dementia. And we are one of the larger dementia facilities. And I'm working closely with the governor of Florida and the University of Florida trying to find a cure for dementia.
Wow.
And so they have come up and helped me with various thoughts. And the daycare, what it does, families are a little ill at ease and not aware of their ability or their family's ability or their loved one's ability to socialize. So the easiest way is to come in for a day. It's good for the caregiver because it gives them a break. And in our daycare, we have a hairdresser, so they can come in and get their hair done, get pedicures, etc., and have the caregiver drop them off, and then join the festivities and the activities. And of course, they can also join into our park that we have, where we have pavilion, we have fishing ponds and various other things. So it's basically socialization, and it leads for the comfort of the family as well as the resident, and allows them to make a determination that, okay, it's time for me to come in and join the family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It really does sound like the adult senior Disneyland.
It is. And when you see it, and with all, you know, my goal, I'm going to have a hay wagon, and I'm going to do all those crazy things that they would do when they were teenagers. And, you know, hey, they're the greatest generation, and we have to take care of them. And so they're at home, and some of their friends have passed, but they're going to make new friends, and socialization is the name.
Well, you have only been around for a few short years, but you've really come a long way towards creating the goal of a fully independent community. So tell me about these cottages.
Well, it's a continuation, and you know, as you know, I've had 3 other facilities for a long period of time. I've been in the business with my dad about 40 years. And but the cottages, and I had them in other places, but I want to build a community that is, and I say sorted, it's 55 and over, but I can see and visualize all of the things that we're going to do there. It's not just going to be houses, it's going to be all kinds of things, dog parks. We're going to work out something where we have golf carts and they can go and play at a golf course. I'm looking at the possibility of a local golf course to make a deal with, but it's more of a neighborhood. I want to build a neighborhood, and who knows what I'll do. I have all those acres. We're thinking about a very large facility that can be utilized by all families, even have weddings. you know, and have those corn stalks so that they can walk through when they have weddings, like the Field of Dreams. Maybe even try to get Costner down there to watch it. And we're going to invite him to see if he can come to our grand opening when we start opening up the houses.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Field of Dreams is the only licensed assisted living and memory care community in Cattaraugus County, right? Tell us about that.
One of the biggest problems for families is that many facilities that are adult care homes, which is something that we had in the past, and we have that licensure also. But assisted living allows us to keep people longer, and we have certified aides. We have, like I said, the nurses, and now an occupational therapist who works with the physicians. So, you know, you have to have a license, and you have to go through a tremendous amount of training, and it costs. And so a lot of people, and there was an Olmstead Act that was done, I think it was Pataki, where when various companies were coming out saying they're assisted living, it was against the law. Apparently it's not being really initiated, but because there still are people, and I feel bad for the families. So what we have done is we've developed a flyer to ask certain questions about if you're certified, do you have an RN in-house, et cetera, because the one thing is you have to put people at the right level of care to maintain them, and so where they have the biggest word is dignity. And
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And you touched on it, but let's talk more about your plans for expansion.
You know, I'm really excited about it because I'm a dreamer, and you know, and
Hence Fields of Dreams.
yeah. So you know, and my staff, every time I come in, they say, now what? You know, so. I just want to make it so unique and so different, and there's many places in Florida, but none like the one I'm going to build. I'm just going to have a neighborhood it reminds me of in Boston, the North End, where everybody's together, and it's a neighborhood, and you know, if you want to go to whatever church you want to, I want them on site. I want them to come and have these various ceremonies and stuff. I would love to have weddings for grandkids. I would love to have an area where little grandkids can play. You know, like I say, that we can do anything. So as soon as I see what I think the need is, and as we learn from our residents, what do you want? And if I can develop it, I will.
Well, Nick, this really does seem like a dream. And for our viewers that want to find out more information, how can they learn so?
Just look at that screen and call us as soon as you can.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming in and telling us about this amazing facility and program.
Well, thank you.
To learn more about Field of Dreams Assisted Living and Memory Care, just head over to their website at fieldofdreamsallegheny.com.